Hello, welcome back to Touch Football. And Saudi Arabia is ruining football. Now, what I'm going to be talking about specifically here is the Ruben Neves deal to go to Al Hilal in Saudi Arabia. They've offered around 50 mil, and obviously Wolves want to sell, so he's only got 1 year on his contract. And the thing for me that makes this so much different than them getting their hands on Benzema, Ronaldo, Kante. The big difference here is that those three players and the others that are rumoured to go over there were all older players in their early to mid 30s and some even later than that. And their careers are winding down anyway, and all they're doing is going to play in an easy league which their bodies can manage, and they're setting up their families for like 4 generations of wealth because it is ridiculous money being offered. Which is why, at the end of the day, I don't blame Neves for going over to Al Hilal, because like he is setting up his family for like genuinely 4 or 5 generations with the amount of money they're offering in that league. But the troubling thing for me about Neves going over there is the fact that he's still in his prime. He's only 26 years old. He should be at the very peak of his career. He's 26. He should be going to the likes of Barcelona because they're the club that want him. He could go to several top clubs. I mean, ever since he's been at Wolves, because he was a wonder kid at Port, ever since Wolves got him, he's always been rumoured to take that step up, and no clubs actually come in for him, which I do find a bit weird, because although Wolves would have wanted a lot of money, he is definitely a top quality player and has been Wolves' best for several seasons now. The problem with this, if the Saudi League can start convincing players to leave Europe in the prime of their careers to go over to the Saudi League, then European football as a whole is going to struggle, because the more players they bring over, the better the league's going to get, and the more players will then want to go over there to play in the league as it gets better. I mean, it looks like what the Chinese league did when they first signed Oscar, when he was sort of in his prime and he was prized away from Chelsea by the Chinese league. Obviously, the Chinese league, in the end, they couldn't convince many others to join other than the mercenaries like Hulk, I think Palinia as well, like all those lot. They weren't world stars like the Saudi League are getting, but they were decent players. The Saudi League are getting these world stars, and if they start getting people in their prime, then why not go to the Saudi League if there's other top class players there? Like, that's the question being raised for every other player now. They're going to get ridiculous money. They're going to play in a league that is getting more competitive. Like, with all the signings they're looking at making here, I think people have pointed out how the Saudi League is like 66th, 67th ranked in the world. It is going to shoot up to the 20s, 30s if they keep bringing in these signings here. And the amount of money they can offer, you just can't blame the players for going. But this could ruin football, because this amount of money, you can't turn it down. It's a ridiculous amount. It genuinely sets up your family for so long. Like, footballers used to dream of just giving their parents a house, but now they could give their great grandchildren in like the year 2120 a mansion of their own, because they are just getting ludicrous wages. You can't expect them to turn it down, and it will be a big problem for European football if they keep bringing over players like Neves who are in their prime and not basically over the hill older players. Like, in my opinion, this Neves deal could be critical for the future of football. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Is it a good move for him? I mean, if he wants to serve his family, yeah, but if he wanted to accomplish things in European football, that is pretty much done now. Anyway, let me know in the comments if you think it was a good deal for club and the player himself, and let me know what you think about this Middle Eastern control on football that the Middle Eastern countries have nowadays. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.